We are live.
Woo, woo, woo. Wow. This is day 17 of 21-day challenge to ignite your 2021 and build your fabulous life. I'm Denise Williams, and with me is Coach Nads. How are you?
Woo! It has been an exciting time. I just can't
Oh
believe
my
it's day 17 already.
I know, I know. I mean, Zoom. I mean, the 21 day just went woo, woo, woo. And listen, we have been looking. We started with mindset, we moved to wellness, went to creativity. Now we are in transformation. Wow, 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 wow. And in this, you are just going to be guiding us on how to build our fabulous life. Oh, I just love that explosion. I do love it. Oh my God. So Nadine, one of the things that I see as your one, because there's just so many tools and so many nuggets from NADS. One of them is about removing the mask. So let's go through that.
Yeah, again, let me introduce myself. I'm Coach Nads, mindfulness transformational coach. And ultimately, what I do is open up pathways to guide persons on a process to do a deep dive within to uncover, reveal the greatness that resides inside of you. And I hold your hand. I create a safe space for you to be able to do this in a loving way, hold you accountable, and just guide you on that process. And so that's just a little bit about me. And what we wanted to discuss this evening is about removing the mask. Sometimes we have some limiting beliefs that are not empowering us, that are limiting us and holding us back. It may be pain, it may be some form of grief, as in that picture, displayed in that picture, but on the face, on the mask that we wear. Sometimes we may smile and walk around like everything is good, but deep down there's pain, there's hurt, there's doubt, there's fear within. And so tonight's conversation is really about helping you to lift that mask, remove it, and to really do a deep dive into self. So things that no longer serve you.
Interesting, Nads. You talk about people, wearing this mask, pretending all is well. And, I was reading this article that share, one of the challenges we have this, that there's this gender issue in the workplace. And so persons are wearing this mask, or I'm a mom and I'm a man or a woman or, all of these masks. And the researchers said the real culprit that no one is really talking about is our culture of overwork. If we're expected to work 18 hours a day, how are we going to be good parents? How are we going to be good spouses? How are we going so we're wearing these masks to overcompensate for a lot of the things that are happening to us. So I just wanted to put that on the table.
Sure. And I thank you for that, Denise, because what ends up happening is that you overwork and then it goes into overwhelm. And if you think about it, if something is cluttered, there's no space for creativity. There's no space for us to shift. And so what I invite us to do is to start looking and listening to the language. What are we saying to ourselves? How are we describing ourselves? Are we able to shift that language from lost, I'm no good, I'm not doing this, in the best way, all the negativity, and can we come from the heart, the true heart, our soul, and shift that language? I'm doing the best that I can. Shift the language, shift the narrative that we have going on inside. And so I invite us to start thinking about the language, hearing ourselves. Do you know that 99% of the time what we say to ourselves, we would never say to someone else?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And hence, we have a community, Fabulous Life community. We're here, we're a team to support you on this journey. As I said, I'm Coach Nads. You have Coach Denise online tonight. But there are 3 other coaches that have been working with us, and each of us have our own unique gift and talent. So we created this network, this support group, this
Yes.
team, this circle to literally engulf you and to support you and to guide you on a process to what? To freedom. All of us want to feel freedom. I don't know about anybody else, but that's what I want ultimately, is to feel free. And in feeling free, it's about lifting the mask, removing it, taking it away from us, the ones that no longer serve us. That's the space we ultimately need to get into, is removing that mask. And what I'm going to now ask you to do is to drop the five senses. Literally, like almost like remove yourself from the hearing, the seeing, the smelling.
Oh, so you're asking me to move away from my five senses.
Move away from it. Drop those five senses. And then what do we go into after we drop those five senses? We let go of the how. So earlier on, we would have talked about things like journaling and things like that in our previous sessions. So, I ask people to just write how you want to manifest something, what have you, what you want to manifest, I should say, what you want to manifest. So let go, literally just release the how it happens and go into faith. I like to say 1000% faith. So we're really, ultimately, what we're doing is we're surrendering. We are truly surrendering everything and letting it go and allowing it to happen. I believe that this year, if we can get ourselves into that space of dropping the five senses, letting go of the how, and just literally going into faith, surrendering, magic takes place. Magic takes place when we get to that space. Because what we're going to do from there is we're going to start to look at our vision, creating our vision from a clean space. From a clean space that's not cluttered with the noise, the negativity, the spirits that no longer serve us. Yes.
Can I say to you, Nad, that surrendering is so hard because I think, and I'm speaking for myself, so many of us are human doings as opposed to human beings.
Absolutely. Because we're so caught up in checking off what we need to do today. Check, 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 check. And I ask you and I invite you to pause for a moment to check in with self. What is it that we really want? Who do we want to be? How do we want to show up in the world? And so I definitely would tell you that I'm not your traditional kind of coach. I'm not going to get into the strategies and pie charts and all of that. I'm really asking persons to pause and listen to that inner voice.
Yes.
To listen to what it is that that deep-seated desire that you have, that vision that you have for yourself. Denise has placed it on the screen. That's my personal vision. My vision is to share love around the world, and it may show up differently each day. On a given day, it may be supporting somebody who needs to go to the doctor. On another day, it might be I'm taking care of myself, self-care, doing a spa day. Another day, it may be, taking a friend somewhere, cooking a meal. It may show up differently each day, but I just believe in this vision of sharing love around the world. And I actually have a group called the Circle of Love, which we can talk about going a little further down. But I do have a group. It's on Facebook right now. But what I invite you to do is to think about your story, your new story. Regardless of where you are at this juncture in your life, we may feel like it's too late. I've been through this how many times? Every day is a new day. Every day you get a new opportunity. And there's always room in every story for a magical ending. So I invite you to take yourself on that journey of creating what it is that you want in your life. A new ending. A new ending.
I really want to thank you, Nad, for being a part of this 21-day challenge and the transformation, the languaging, the support. I have experienced it and I would recommend it to anyone. We in the Fabulous Life is a collection of coaches that all of us have a different approach. And I just want to share that, Nad, your circle of love, whether on Facebook or I know have WhatsApp, and it nourishes me every morning. And I just want to thank you for sharing your gift with the world.
Thank you, Denise. I really appreciate that. I also wanted to just share one more thing. A lot of the coaching that I do centers around language and how we language things. And if you just think about, many times you have various programs out there that is supposed to eliminate poverty, and we're doing poverty relief, etc. Why not shift the language to wealth creation?
Yeah.
Immediately when you say
So
that,
different. The energy is different. Yeah.
the energy is completely different.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's just about just shifting the language. It's not changing what it is that you want, but it shifts the language so much so that the energy shifts. You get a different perspective, and somehow, like, there's literally like a pathway that opens up that you never considered before.
Yes. And that's your gift, Nads, languaging and supporting. And even, when I speak and I'm and well, hold on, Denise, you catch me. And you have to say the sentence again, because it's about using the words to manifest what you want. And as I said, I thank you for sharing your gift. And before we go, because as I said, it's been so exciting, how do I get in touch with you?
Okay, so I am on Instagram, Go Bold Jamaica. My business is Go Bold. And I'm also on Facebook, and I have Go Bold with Nads on Facebook. My full name is Nadine Sinclair. So I do have a Nadine Sinclair page as well, or I should say account on Facebook. So that's how persons can get a hold of me. Please, use instant messenger through Go Bold Jamaica on Instagram. You can private message me, and we can have a chat and start the conversation, because languaging is really important, and how we language, how we speak to ourselves, that conversation that we have is critical. And I know Denise is going to now take us on a pathway over the next 7 days on money.
So we're looking at the energy of money, the energy, what we're bringing to the table, and where a lot of times we get stuck in our energy with money and our relationship with different income streams. Yeah.
Yes. I'm all about creating multiple streams of income. Easy, relaxed, and fun.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes.